The 26.2 Foundation hosted a recognition ceremony to honor and celebrate the town of Ashland, who has played a pivotal role in the tremendous success of the Boston Marathon.
So we call on the chair of the Ashland Select Board, Brandy Kinsman. Come on up, Brandy, to accept the award.
Okay, rip it open. Okay. It's like my birthday. Sorry, got it. This is beautiful. It all started here.
Yolanda Greaves from WACA TV in Ashland was on the scene to cover the event and talked with 26.2 Foundation President Tim Kilduff.
Hello, welcome to Around the Clock. I am here with Tim Kilduff. Tim, thanks for having us here at Hopkinton Center for the Arts.
No, the pleasure was all ours. You know, the people in Hopkinton are really thrilled to be able to celebrate Ashland's historic connection to the Boston Marathon.
So we are here to celebrate the fact that 100 years ago was the last running in Ashland. And I know some people were like, do you really want to celebrate that? But why did you want to celebrate that?
Well, you know, the race would still be there if it weren't for the Queen of England.
That's true.
Years ago, and they stretched the length of the course.
Right.
That's the only reason it's not in Ashland. But
Right.
more importantly, you can feel sort of the marathon spirit when you go by the Marathon Park in Ashland.
Yep.
You know, it's ingrained. Working with the Mendez kids,
Yep.
who do their own little mini marathon, there's a real spirit here. So that's what we want to. That's really what we want to celebrate.
And it's really a celebration, and even still in Ashland, I mean, I'm a transplant, I'm not an original person from Ashland, but I remember bringing my kids to the marathon, and as Brandy, our select board, said, it's such a thrill. Why do you still keep doing what you do for the 26.2 Foundation?
Well, thanks for the question. I think in part because I understand the connection between marathoning and ancient Greece.
Okay.
And the connection goes back to 490 BC and the Battle of Marathon.
Right.
When there was a fight, really, to save democracy, our form of government. So that's the emotional connection, I think, that gets me. The Athenians beat back an attempt to, if they hadn't done what they did and what they accomplished, the argument is democracy would have been put off for hundreds of years and maybe not at all.
Right. So we are fortunate for that, and we are still fighting for our democracy to this day. We won't get into that. We're here celebrating.
No, but you know, that's a valuable point. So everybody who runs a marathon, I believe, everyone who runs a marathon has to make a personal decision, a personal commitment, and it's really a statement about personal freedom, isn't it?
It is.
It really does take a lot. If we can transfer that spirit to local government,
Right.
state government,
Right.
and possibly even the federal government,
yeah.
maybe that would be a good thing.
Yeah. Good words to live by, Tim. Thank you for taking a few minutes to speak with us. We really appreciate it. Ashland was honored by so many things tonight, and thanks to you and your foundation for bringing this about.
No, you're very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can't get to Boston without going through Ashland. This is Ashland's night. Thank you so much. We know the pride that you take in having a big part of it. 23 runners from Ashland will be running this year, 50 volunteers. 22 will be running in the 5K, and 8 have been invited to participate in our youth invitational races. A big part of this year's race, but always a big part of the Boston Marathon. I was in Framingham earlier today at a gathering of public safety officials. We were having our final planning meeting and came back, stopped off on Pleasant Street at Metcalf's Mill, got out, walked around Marathon Park, saw some of the photos. You could really feel, you can really feel the spirit there. The heritage there, the Sudbury River, railroad tracks, the trees, You can feel the history. It's beautiful. Thank you, Ashland, for keeping that important location alive, remembered, preserved, and maintained for all of our runners and for future runners and for those who just want to visit. You can really feel the inspiration blowing in the wind there. It really doesn't get any more authentic than that. And so, to commemorate Ashland's forever role in being home and host to the start of the marathon from 1897 to 1923, and always a warm part of this family of towns and cities which comprise the Boston Marathon course for the entire 127 years, we have a small gift, and it is an iconic sign that we put up on race day, but if maybe there's an appropriate place within the town or the town hall that where it might be fitting. So, Ms. Kinsman, if you would come to receive it from our board chair, Dr. Michael O'Leary. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ashland. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That's a beautiful gift. So on behalf of our town, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You can view the full ceremony at our website, hcam.tv.